I'm gonna go next. I'm gonna talk to you guys about Valiant and how we're building markets at machine speed. Little preview of what's to come. We're just gonna cover like some basic startup pitch type stuff because you guys probably know everyone else who's spoken, but this is probably the first time you're hearing about Valiant. So we'll cover the team, what we're building, why we're building on Fogo, what we have in store, and a little bit about the future. The team mostly is from Solana DeFi. Some of us from the testnet days. Myself, I built the first structured products protocol in Solana and then did a bunch of derivatives and options stuff after that. My co-founder, Andy, who's back there, he was running validators during testnet and then was the first employee at the largest spot DEX in crypto. We do have a third partner. He might be here, Uncle G. You can go dox him. He used to be the CMO at Metaplex, so if you find him, please do dox him. The rest of the team is from some of the biggest exchanges globally, okay, Binance, and also high frequency trading firms. So these guys do know how to build performance systems that can scale. Yeah, why are we here? Not like in the metaphorical sense, like why am I here giving you guys this talk, right? Well, we believe DEXes will flip CEXes. And we hope by the end of this talk, you guys will feel the same way. How we're going to do that is we're building fair, fast, and free finance for everyone, and we're doing it on Fogo. DEXs really are eating the world. This graph is showing you DEX to CEX spot volume ratio. And if you look like as early as January 23, so like 2 years ago, this is single digits, like 3-4%. If you fast forward to today, we're at 30 or 40% now. You might say, hey, like there's a ways to go, but I think this trend is like pretty clear, right? In a matter of years, this should be 100%, hopefully with some of the technologies that Double Zero and Fogo are rolling out.
Thank you.
Little bit of a history lesson. So this is how we got there. Like Rome wasn't built in a day. Spot DEXs aren't going to flip CEXes in a day. It all started with programmable money, ETH. Ether Delta? Has anyone ever traded on Ether Delta? Yes. OG exchange actually was an order book. Expensive, slow, but you can trade on chain. Uniswap came along, birthed millions of tokens, allowed anyone to trade anything. But Solana was my first like real love, Serum. I was like, oh my God, this is going to change the world. We know we have issues with Serum, which we could talk about later. But I think Hyperliquid, where we're at now, this is the first time I think people started to believe that DEXs could flip CEXes. Like everyone started talking about it. But as most things go, evolution just doesn't stop when you reach one point. We think Fogo is the next step, the next evolution that can get us both from cost, speed, and user experience to a point where we can build a DEX that is competitive with a CEX. Why build on Fogo? Question we get a lot. Well, we believe Fogo can unlock price discovery on chain, which is the key reason you would need to get on a performance system. Why? Block times 10x faster than Solana, market makers, less tail quotes, better pricing. Validator colocation, less tail quotes, better pricing. Greatly reduced MEV, essentially better pricing. Fogo Sessions, which I don't know if anyone has talked about yet, but basically it's chain-wide gasless one-click trading, which is a much better trading experience for users. And as Rob was talking about earlier, a vision from the team to really not just stop with crypto assets, but onboard RWAs and all sorts of things people want to trade. As like Solana guys, we were definitely nerd swiped about Firedance here, but that doesn't really mean anything at all. Like the tech itself is like tech for tech's sake, but all these things, they unlock much greater user experience that will eventually help us flip a CEX. So Valiant essentially runs a two-sided marketplace, right? All our infrastructure is optimized for market makers, for liquidity providers, is optimized for machines. But it's all for the benefit of humans, for the benefit of traders. So on the trading side of the house, we have things like desktop and mobile apps. We have a pro mode and simple mode. We have Fogo Sessions, Gasless, one-click trading. We have a creator-focused launchpad called Blaze, which I'll talk about in a bit. For the machines, we have a permissionless order book. We have on-chain permissionless matching engines. We have CU optimized instruction sets. So as an individual user, you probably don't care about that. But if you're doing thousands of transactions an hour, costs can really add up. So you do care. For traders, we have products at all stages of tokens lifecycle. So at asset issuance, we have a launchpad called Blaze. When your token goes, like at 100,000 FTV to maybe 50 million, we have concentrated liquidity AMs to aid in that price discovery. And when you get to be a big boy, you mature and you can trade on our on-chain order book. We all know that the trading products themselves are only one part of building a successful crypto product. Community is also super important. So we do have tools that foster community too. Referrals and points, we'll talk about that later. Builder codes, so if anyone wants to tap into the Valiant liquidity stack, we can align incentives with them. Similarly, we have something called Valiant liquidity vaults. If you have some strategy you want to run on our order books, you can toss and get your community into a vault, and you can run managed strategies. We're also bringing back the Trollbox, Trollbox 2.0. So this is a global, unfiltered chat. You can form, ideas around trades, around tokens. Each message is a transaction too. So we're pretty pumped about that. I actually haven't heard anyone talk about dual flow batch auctions today, but Ambient and Jump are building dual flow batch auctions for their perp markets. This is I believe, first in crypto time anybody's going to run this. We're also going to do it for spot. I won't go into the exact details of how a DFBA works. I'll just go through the benefits of what it gives makers and takers. For makers, you essentially have reduced toxic flow. You're rewarded on price and size, not necessarily speed. And for the first time, you get price improvements if you're a maker, which is not possible on a cloud. Most importantly, for the taker side of the house, tighter spreads, increased liquidity, basically better pricing, and no trust assumptions. Everything's on chain. Okay, yeah, we've been live for maybe 3 months now, give or take. Some of the numbers, we have 4 million transactions, 250,000 individual wallets. I mean, it's testnet, right? So take it with a grain of salt, but it's unincentivized both from the Fogo side and our side. So, we're not giving anything out for these numbers. Most importantly, though, is this tokens launch. This isn't through a launchpad. This is some very manual token creation flow where you have to upload a JPEG. So hopefully some of these numbers form a nice base when we hit mainnet soon. What have we been up to in the last 120 days? Well, we've launched a testnet, concentrated liquidity, LP management, token creation, order history, basic things to get a spot DEX up and going. Early market maker partners, thanks to our friends at Fogo, have been onboarded. And we are audited and we're ready for mainnet. The next 120 days, some exciting stuff. Launchpad, referrals and points, which I'll cover in a bit. Pro trading interface, DFBA on-chain, and Valiant liquidity vaults. Number one question we get in our Discord, points and referrals. Points coming soon. Can't say what they're going to be used for. Just hope they're going to be valuable. But I can't tell you how you're going to earn them. Trading, providing liquidity, launching tokens. So pretty easy. Referrals, also pretty easy. You get 1 point for every 5 that your referees, I think it's called referees earn. They also get a 10% point boost, so it's a win-win. Okay, Blaze, yes. This is our creator-focused launchpad. And one of the first launchpads, I think, on Fogo. So we're going to take 50% of all the fees and put it back directly to your token creator. So hopefully that continues CTOing past 1 week. It gives some tokens some longevity. But we're also creating something called the Builder Program, where we're taking all the fees from all of these and we're putting it right into the charts of a few select tokens each week. This is going to be community run. There's also be some additional benefits for those select creators, like marketing support, like interest in market makers, mentorship and all that good stuff. We hope this is going to be actually the most creator-friendly launchpad in crypto. For traders, you get the same good stuff you'll get on Valiant, which is gasless, one-click trenching, and greatly reduced MEV, which if you've traded meme coins in Solana, it's tough out there. It's really tough. If you are interested in launching a token or trading, please scan the QR code. join the early access, and yeah, basically just launch as soon as we launch.